one of the best players the Premier League has ever seen.
Eden Hazard.
With awful training, you can imagine if he was a top professional.
In his prime, he was once compared to the greatest of all time, Messi and Ronaldo.
Giving the ball to Eden Hazard. Wow.
Hazard was probably the worst trainer.
Players with Messi and Ronaldo, 10 years of football and lots of success and titles and awards. Another thing, he's a kid with, I believe, with an amazing talent, but in the beginning of his career.
But for all his talent, ask the same question. Did Eden Hazard waste his greatness?
It's Eden Hazard, and this is my story.
Please support humanappeal.org.uk.
We need to go back to where it all began, La Louvière, Belgium. On a cold winter day, January 7th, 1991, small Belgian town of La Louvière, Eden Hazard was born and grew up in Braine-le-Comte. His mother, Karine, and father, Thierry, both are footballers. His father spent most of his career at semi-professional level with La Louvière in the Belgian second division, playing mainly as a defensive midfielder. His mother played as a striker in the Belgian women's first division and stopped playing when she was 3 months pregnant with Eden.
So yeah, when two footballers get married, you don't get normal kids. You get future ballers. He started playing football when he was only 4 years old.
La vitesse, la technique. Voilà.
Also, their parents always believed that Eden and his three brothers would grow up to become professional footballers.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad always say, okay, you lost, you play bad, but in 1 week or in 3 days, you have another game. So why you depressed? It's okay. My father was a footballer and we play a lot together in the garden.
Hazard was dribbling in the garden. Instead of playing with toys, his neighbours would complain about broken fences and smashed windows.
In my head was to play football, even in the home.
He began his football career playing in 1995 for his hometown club, Royal Stade Brainois, at the age of 4.
I've known him since he was 6 years old, and I started coaching in Braine-le-Comte, where he played. It's a gift. He's always been good. He's always played above his age group. It's natural.
During his time at the club, one of his youth coaches described he knew everything. I had nothing to teach him. Hazard spent 8 years at the club before moving to A.F.C. Tubize in 2003.
Hazard spent a couple of years playing with Tubize right here on the team's training center. All the kids and the entire organization are extremely proud of their local boy, Eden Hazard.
Even back when he was in Braine-le-Comte, or even when he was in Tubize, everyone was always talking about
Eden wowing everyone with his amazing dribbles and skill on the ball. Everyone said when he played,
score the goal, score the goal.
While at Tubize, his parents supported the move to France.
And so it was time for the promising young talent to leave Tubize and his home in Belgium.
A great story with Lille, my first club as a professional. I was still a baby, and babies.
I play for fun. I think football is still a game for me, even if there are people who tell me, now it's becoming your job, so you have to be more efficient.
You just want to have fun, you just want to play football, and that's it. You don't even think about winning game.
Jean-Michel Van Damme, Lille's academy head, met Hazard's father and offered Eden a youth contract. Eden's parents said yes because they thought France had better football training.
Everyone knows that when it comes to training, French clubs are the best. So from the moment you have the chance to get the same training from people who are really, really good at it and have that reputation, well, I think it would have been foolish to turn that down.
At just 14 years old, he spent 2 years developing in the club's local sports school due to its youth academy in Lucerne not being in operation at that time.
I left home at 14 to join the training program. Well, I really wanted to, but of course leaving home at 14, it's not always easy. There were some tough times, but I think I handled it well.
In May 2007, when Hazard was 16, he signed his first professional contract with Lille, a 3-year deal that officially made him part of the club's senior structure. At the start of the 2007 to 2008 season, he began playing for Lille's reserve team in the Championnat de France Amateur. Hazard played only 4 matches in his first year at Lille, but in the very next season in 2008, he was moved up to the main team in that season. Eden played so well that he won the League One Young Player of the Year award.
I really do think that it's actually part of the learning process, and it's also an important part of your upbringing as a person.
It was the first time ever that a player who was not from France won this award. After that season, many big clubs in Europe wanted to buy him. Everyone wanted Eden Hazard.
He was the biggest property young footballer in the whole of the world. Everybody wanted him. This kid was the real deal.
He's an exceptional player, by far one of the best players in the world.
But he chose to stay in France for a bit longer. The Zinedine Zidane even told Real Madrid to sign Hazard when he was young. but that's a story for later. He started to score many goals. People loved watching because his dribbling skills reminded everyone of a young Lionel Messi.
Talent-wise, he's probably like top 5 in the world behind Messi, Ronaldo. Eden on his day was so good.
He was again nominated for both Young Player of the Year and League Player of the Year, and he consecutively wins the Young Player of the Year award for 2 years in a row.
I've always kept my feet on the ground. I've always kept a cool head. We all know that in football things can change very quickly.
In his third year, Eden Hazard became even more amazing. He scored 12 goals and gave 14 assists, but the best part was that he helped his team, Lille, win 2 big trophies in one season, called a domestic double. First, Lille beat PSG in the Coupe de France final, and just 1 week later they played PSG again and drew 2-2 to win the Ligue 1 title. This was Lille's first league win since 1954, almost 60 years. Eden Hazard was the star of the team, and everyone knew it. That year he won the Ligue 1 Player of the Year award. It was his second time in a row being chosen as one of the best players in all of France. But after that, things got harder. It's not easy to keep winning again and again with a small team like Lille. Still, Eden played his best football ever.
Eden Hazard!
In the next season, he scored 22 goals and made 22 assists in 50 matches, the best numbers of his career in France. Even though Lille couldn't win the title again, Eden Hazard felt that he had done everything he could in France.
Here I really have a group of talented players, but also a group of men who get along well together, and winning this trophy with this group, I hope it's the first of the season and that we'll go after the league title as well.
It was time for him to take the next big step in his journey. Before leaving France, Eden Hazard won the Ligue 1 Player of the Year award 2 years in a row. Only one other player in history had done that before, but during his time at Lille,
he was a special player. And Eden could have gone on to been the very best if he wanted to, but he didn't have that drive players like Cristiano Ronaldo have had, where Eden he played for the joy, he played for the fun. He was a street footballer, a playground footballer, and he just loved with the ball at his feet.
At one moment you can be at the top, and then 2 or 3 months later be all the way at the bottom. That's why you have to keep things in perspective, face reality, not overthink things, just play calmly and enjoy yourself.
people started saying something about him.
I never knew how training meant to these guys until I joined Chelsea. The way they play in games is the way they train.
He gets into the pitch every morning and it doesn't work much.
The most laziest football I've ever seen in my life.
Even with that, everyone knew how special he was on the field.
The night before game, after dinner, he sits there for like 20 minutes after, he's eating rice pudding and he likes his food. But then he goes to bed, wakes up in the morning, and on Saturday, then it comes 3 p.m, he's there. But then come the weekend, he produces it. He wins the man of the match.
Soon, Eden felt, I've done everything I can for Lille. It's time for a new challenge. And right then, all the big clubs wanted to sign him. And guess what? Something big was about to happen next.
Is this a goodbye, Eden?
Yeah, I think it's a goodbye.
If it is goodbye, thank you very much.
My dream was to play at the highest level.
And he may well have secured the trophy.
People in love with football in this country, people must be in love with Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard! Magical!
And then when the COVID finished, we came back on the pitch. I pushed my body like crazy, but my ankle was not the same. And then I break everything the season after, and then you know the stories.
The tackle that destroyed Eden Hazard's career